Hi there, it's the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is your October full harvest supermoon reading. I'm going to just get started. The song that I had on pre-shuffle when I was getting the cards together, it's called A Place for My Head by Linkin Park. Some of you might be familiar with that group and with that song. If so, make sure you smash that like button. Also, like, share, and subscribe. Really helps me build my channel, and I appreciate all of my returning subscribers. Okay, so the lyrics to the song, I wrote down a bunch of them because I'm using my phone to record. So I watch how the moon sits. Okay, this is the coolest part because I'm doing this on the supermoon, right? I watch how the moon sits in the sky in the dark night, shining with the light from the sun, and the sun doesn't give light to the moon, assuming the moon's going to owe it one. It makes me think of how you act to me. You do favors, then rapidly you just turn around and start asking me about things you want back from me. Find another, and then it goes on to say, find another place to feed your greed while I find a place to rest my head. So this is talking about somebody who, they'll do something for somebody, and then it's like that person turns around and acts like, you owe them one. Or somebody will do a favor, and then they turn around and act like you owe them one. Meanwhile, all you're trying to do is find a place for your head, or find a place to rest, or find some kind of solace, right? So when I see this song, especially on talking about the moon and the sun on a supermoon, you could be dealing right now with a situation where it's like somebody is asking you for something, and it's like then you have to turn around and jump through hoops just to suffice this person. Or it's like they expect something from you just because, they are doing you a favor or something like that. Like, and don't get me wrong, like there's people that do great things and don't ask for anything back. And I appreciate those people greatly. But it's like the people who it's like, oh, I did this for you and now you owe me this. It's like, well, I wouldn't have taken that from you in the first place if that's what was going to happen. So take it as it resonates. I thought it was cool how it mentions the moon. So that was the first song that came up. So I love it. All right, let's get into this. Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. So mote it be. What do we have for our general collective for the October full harvest supermoon? Let's see what we have for the witches, Secrets of the Witch Oracle. That popped right out. We've got the witch's will. See if you can see that. The witch offers you the power of her witch's will. Think of something you desire and say 3 times, as I do will, so mote it be. Feel the magic stir and summon. So I like it. There is something that you want, something that you're desiring. Say it 3 times, as I do will, so mote it be afterwards. All right, now we're going to do Queen of the Moon Oracle. What do we have for our general collective, please, for the full harvest supermoon? My light is flickering, so if you see it, that's what's going on right now. I've had a heck of an October so far. Just like the end of September into October has been interesting. We're coming off of the eclipse energy. There's so much going on right now, and this supermoon is in Aries, and that's a fire sign energy. People are finally, speaking up, speaking their truth, saying what they need to say. Underneath the deck, we've got, I can't even make this up. Thank you, spirits. I love this so much, you guys. Underneath the deck, it's underlying energy, the energy of literally what's going on right now. We've got number 44. I don't know if you can see that. Supermoon. Okay, so this talks about attraction. The number 44 could be significant. You could be 44 or approaching 44. I'm about to have my 44th birthday. It's 4 are master numbers, so you might want to look those up. 4 plus 4 equals 8. 8 is about walking away, but it's also about messages, fast-moving action, fast-moving messages, attraction. Somebody could be coming in quickly. Somebody could be attracted to you. There could be some type of attraction in which somebody will be coming to you fast. Well, let's play into this. Top of the deck. Oh, wow, we've got another 4. Are you kidding me? Number 4, acceptance. So 444. Definitely look up angel number 444. That's incredible. So let's read these. And somebody's accepting something, accepting the truth, accepting a connection. Somebody's accepting the connection between another person. I'm going to read Supermoon first underneath the deck here. This is great. I love this reading already. Sorry, I'm a nerd. Okay, so Supermoon, attraction. You can be magnetic to others and attract the good things in life. You can repel what you no longer wish to attract. Be ready for opportunity. Be ready for opportunity. Avoid extremes that might cause negative imbalance in your body or mind. Think of connections greater than yourself. I can attract what I wish and repel what I do not. I love that. Okay, and then, really? Are we going to do this right now? My cats. Companion stone or metal, magnetite. So it's like magnetism, magnetite. Manifesting and magnetizing what it is that you want more into your life and repelling what does not. It's like, you know, the opposite ends of magnets, when they don't connect or whatever, it'll push the other one away, and that's what's happening. So what is it that you're accepting? Let's look at this, number 4. All right, so acceptance of the current situation is the first step to change. The past does not exist. The future hasn't happened. There's only right now. I accept where I am and who I am right now, okay? This talks about, you know, when we examine our lives and engage in some truth telling, we're often confronted with what really is. This realization is powerful, but often we reject this truth if it is too hard to bear, or we are afraid of accepting something so difficult. So it's interesting because the full moon, the full supermoon in Aries, is also about accepting truths about others, about yourself. And some of that can actually be like really tough, really hard to be able to deal with. But it's imperative in order to move forward and heal yourself, you know, in a nurturing and healthy kind of way. Accepting where we are right now in its fullest allows us to also accept that there may be chaos in our change before there's full order again. This can be an exciting feeling rather than one that generates fear if we hold our new intentions clearly. Companion stone or metal, lepidolite. I believe that's purple. I think it's a purple stone. All right, numbers 4 and 44. Now, I did a reading at the beginning of this month, and it was titled, "Oh, so you're a witch," or "So you think you're a witch," or something like that. And I talked about the full moon predictions for this month. For those of you who follow my channel, you guys know at the end of every single year, I do predictions for the upcoming year based around the full moons. And I went over what those were. And it's interesting, the 4 of Cups came up too, so there's another Force energy there. All right, what do we have for our general collective? We are using, I finally pulled out the Nightmare Before Christmas cards. I'm getting all of my witchy Halloween Saiway cards out again. All right, what do we have for our general collective for the full harvest supermoon in Aries, please? Underneath the deck, we start out with the 6 of Candles, 6 of Wands. Okay, and that's fire sign energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This is about victory, and it's about success. So I feel like there's some kind of victory, some kind of success that is coming your way. Could be something that you're accepting. It could be like a contract or a position or an opportunity that you're accepting as well, something that you've been attracted to or that you attracted to yourself, you magnetize to yourself. Let's get 3 cards, please, 3 main cards for the full supermoon. Okay. Taking those as 1. Wow. And let's get 1 more, please. Okay. Wow. Okay. Guys, there's an offer coming in. Now, as I see it, it could be a love situation. Doesn't have to be, but there's an awful lot of water on the board. Okay, so we start out with the 7 of Potions, the 7 of Cups. Cups are water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This talks about opportunity and options, okay? Somebody could have a lot of options. Could have up to 7 different options. Now, with options, you have to be careful because that can present illusions, right? When you have so many things to pick and choose from, it may be hard to decide, well, what's the best one? Which one is going to be best for me? You know, it's like something that's all sparkly, you know, could be, you know, a turd covered in glitter, you know? It's not until you really get to know it and know what's, you know, inside that counts, right? Or doesn't. So I feel like, you know, some of you in the past, you had some options and you've been kind of weeding your way through and trying to figure out what's the best thing for me. And I feel like you're getting to a point where it's time to kind of decide. It's either that or it's coming to you. So then we've got the 6 of Potions, and that's like the 6 of Cups. Again, water sign energy. Now this is nostalgia. This is, could be somebody from your past. Now, if it's not somebody from your past, this could be somebody that like brings out the inner child in you. But it's like, it brings out like a nostalgic feelings from your past, just somebody that could feel like home. And then we've got the Strength card, okay? And strength is all about, you know, courage, will, determination, the strength to get through something. This, you know, for some of you, this could just be like the strength to continue moving forward. You may not have found or chosen exactly like who or what it is that you think that, you know, is best for you. And that's okay. If you're not sure, then keep it moving, right? Because what is meant for you will find you, and when it happens, you will know it. Don't feel like, you know, oh, what if it's this? What if it's this? What if it's this? Because that's the illusion of options, right? It will come to you, and what I see coming is the Lovers. This is what's in the future position. It's freaking beautiful, to be honest with you. Jack and Sally. So underneath the deck, we've got the Knight of Cups. This is telling me that, you know, this is an actual offer coming in. Knights are warriors. They're messengers. They move. They take action on things. Knight of Potions is, again, cups. So this is somebody who could be coming in with an offer, with an opportunity, with an apology for some of you. And I feel like maybe that, dang, this could have been, you could have been waiting on this. You could have felt like this was taking forever because we have the Hangman. So it could have been stagnated. Okay, and behind that, we've got the Nine of Cups, which is more water sign energy, which is like somebody's wish fulfillment. You could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius with the King of Swords behind that. Okay, so for time's sake and purposes, we are going to quickly go through this because my phone keeps, my storage is all messed up. So I'm going to just quickly breeze through this and still deliver as much necessary information as possible. All right, let's clarify the Seven of Potions, please. Let's get 2 cards for the Seven of Potions. What do we have? Okay, we start with Ace of Cups. So yeah, somebody's looking for some kind of a relationship. Open your heart and receive the emotion around you, okay? Somebody's trying to find, wow, somebody's trying to find the perfect partner, and up pops the Strength card again. You don't know your own strength until it's tested. So trying to find that perfect match, that perfect relationship, that perfect partner has been hard, has been daunting. Doesn't matter if this is romantic, platonic, in work or otherwise, it's been tough. And so somebody's staying strong. Somebody's keeping, you know, it's like they keep on keeping on. They're keeping their courage. They're keeping their willpower, their determination. They're defining their boundaries. They're not just letting anything slide through, right? Let's get 2 cards, please, for the Six of Cups and Strength. What's the Six of Cups and Strength? Temperance. You guys, the angel of the tarot deck. I can't make this up. This is Temperance angel coming in to balance 2 opposing forces, seeking balance and creating a calm atmosphere, right? Wow, it's about moderation and tranquility, a combination of forces, realization. You also could be like, you know, balancing something out, either with another person, and like if you have an existing relationship, you could have been arguing or fighting. It's like balancing it out, or it's like balancing out 2 personalities in order to come together. Let's get one more for the Six of Cups and Strength, please. Justice, Libra energy. This is justice, karmic justice. Use your intuition to set your moral compass. This is about truth, clarity, cause and effect, eternal justice, balance, fairness, and accountability. I love this energy, y'all. You could be dealing with a Libra. But one person's justice is another person's karma. So there could be some type of a karmic situation. I do see lovers coming together, though. What's the Lovers card? Let's get 2, please, for Lovers. What is the Lovers, please? Okay, we've got the Hanged Man that wanted to pop out. So this is looking at the world from a different perspective. It is a card of waiting. It wanted to fall on its side. It is a card of waiting, sacrifice, hesitation, suspension, and recalibration. Somebody, I feel like, is just preparing to make the move. They've been recalibrating, getting themselves situated, readjusted in order for this significant change. And then what else do we have? That came right out. Okay, so that's interesting. So we have the Ten of Wands. More fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. We've got burden, responsibility, stress, blockages, lost faith, frustration, excessive pressure. Somebody could be feeling pressure, but here's the thing. With the Ten of Wands, it is also about laying down the burdens. It's like you've collected all the wands, all of that passionate energy, and you're ready to lay it down to start a new cycle. So I don't really see this being a bad thing. The message behind the card is there's always another way to do something. So it's like somebody could be, you know, wanting to try something out in a different way. You may have, you know, already tried this before, but it's like Spirit is saying, let's try it in a different way. And then clarifying the Knight of Potions is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is very in and out energy. This could have been a relationship or could be a relationship that has been back and forth, back and forth. But I do see that like somebody's wanting to come in with a love offer. It could be a passionate love offer because that's what the Knight of Wands is all about. But the message behind the Knight of Wands is now is a good time to do what you want to do. So if you want to do it, go for it. I just saw 444 on the clock again. So 444 is definitely a significant number. All right, now let's get, what do I want to do? Seasons of the Witch, Siway Oracle. What messages does my general collective need to know for the full harvest supermoon in Aries. Yeah, that Knight of Wands, he's full of energy, passion. He's very adventurous, very generous. He's very courageous. We have, strength on the board twice. A lot of courage. I just heard Courage the Cowardly Dog. Some of you may be familiar with that cartoon. Okay, anyway. You guys, underneath the deck, look at that number. Can you see that number? Apples, number 4. Somebody could be the apple of another's eye. To taste, one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. I'm feeling water sign energy, 555 on the clock, change of direction. You could be dealing with a water sign. There's a lot of water on the board too. Water, fire, and air. Tons of water, fire, air. But the number 4 again. 4 is about stability. It's also twin flame soulmate energy. And then top of the deck, we've got candle magic. Speak your breath into its velvet. Recite along its spine all that you desire and all that which will unravel. Okay. And, that witch's will card, the oracle at the very beginning was talking about, saying what it is that you desire, wish for it 3 times, or wish for it and say 3 times as I do will, so mote it be. So this is about, somebody's desire. Let's read candle magic. I'll glance at apples. Where's my book? Where is the book? Okay. It was underneath my journal with the song. Okay. So candle magic. Keywords, intentions, and prayer. So when you're holding candle magic, know that your intentions and prayers have been received by the powers that be. They know that you are in need of support and are working hard behind the scenes to bring your prayers to life. You do not need to worry, as your intentions will manifest when the time is right. So this is saying, continue to be strong. Your manifestations are coming in. You just have to have the strength and courage to let them manifest and let the magic work and do what it needs to. But I do see it coming in. It's just with that hanged man energy. Somebody's waiting to close one chapter of their life before this next phase starts. Now, underneath the deck, I happen to look at the apples card, and this talks about one bad apple can spoil a barrel, right? So you may have someone in your vicinity that's trying to set you up for set you up for some kind of bad energy, like you have a rotten apple around you. So be careful, be cognizant. And that all has to do with, these illusions, the people that you have around you that you thought that you were choosing the right one. It's like, just make sure that you take your time in making your choices so you don't make the wrong ones. Last but not least, let's get the Witch's Kitchen Oracle. We will pull that and end this reading so I can get it uploaded by the end of the night for my general collective. Love you guys so much. What do we have for the full harvest supermoon in Aries? Underneath the deck, we have chocolate, aphrodisiac. Okay. So this talks about, sweetening things up and making it sensual, using chocolate as an aphrodisiac to get the mood right, if you will. So when that lover comes in, that lover situation, whether this is romantic, platonic, business, whatever, there could be chocolate involved, right? Trying to sweeten the deal. As I say this, top of the deck, sweetness, sugar. You need sugar in order to make chocolate, unless you like the really dark, bitter kind, right? I like dark chocolate. Where is the sugar? Let's see what sugar says. So sweetness. Desserts and candies are a weakness, inviting in a little sweetness. Sprinkle, pour, mix in well, attract desires with a sugar spell. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Harness all your desires. So that's the 3rd time that we've talked about desire, okay? Harness all your desires by adding some sweetness to your life. My sweet crystal power is irreplaceable when it comes to working with sugar magic and ritual and attraction spells. When you utilize my sugary charms and candy spells, I will magnetize. There's that attraction energy again with the supermoon card. I will magnetize all that you wish to allure, such as a lover, friendship, money, and beauty. Sprinkle me in nature to summon the elementals, or burn a sugar cube to communicate with the spirits that you wish to invoke. As I sweeten any culinary dish, I'll delight your tongue and entice your taste buds. When your mood turns sour, burn me to sweeten you up, or perform some sweetening magic on another whose words have a bitter edge. As you sugarcoat a situation, you are supported by the sweet smell of magic, which really will be the icing on the cake. You guys, I do feel like, and I said it from the very beginning, you are attracting your partner. You're attracting money. You're attracting whatever it is that your heart's desire, it is coming in. You just have to give your magic a little time to fully manifest and bring all of it in so that you can lay down the burdens and move on to the next chapter. I can't even talk right now. But in the meantime, bring in some sweetness, maybe some chocolate in order to get, you know, that energy flowing. So this is what I have for you. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the Cannastrologer. Help my page grow. If you're interested in a personal reading, I have all of that information in the description below this video as well. And also make sure that you check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars signs for additional messages. I do have, or will have, the October zodiac sign readings coming up later on in this month, so just be watching for that. And also check out my Daily Pot Tarot readings. I post them daily. I also just started astrology, my astrology readings or astrology updates, which are a little different than the tarot, but they complement each other. So definitely check those out. So as you know, together we grow. I really enjoy sharing this time and energy with you, and I look forward to reading for you again in the near future. And I will see you on the flip side. Peace.